Good morning. Another Thursday, another three things I'm grateful for. And this past Sunday was Mother's Day. So, I think it's safe to say I'm pretty grateful for Mom. And I don't talk about her very much. I've noticed I talk about my dad a whole lot, but I don't talk about my mom. I think I mentioned once, we did something. That was about it. Excuse me, I just finished breakfast, so I'll kind of. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to do is three things I'm grateful for. Mom edition. Number one, I'm grateful that I'm here. No. I'm grateful for the family that she put together, with my sisters and my dad, and she was very much a quiet, behind-the-scenes mom versus a very outgoing and gregarious father. My mom, very easy to talk to, but, I guess you would call it shy, So, but she was always very good to, me and my sisters. It was easy to tell it was very unconditional love. So I'm grateful for her love. I mean, it's as simple as that. Here we are, and, we're still doing quite well, not perfectly, but we do all right, my younger sister is happily married with two beautiful children, has a nice little place and a solid, foundation, My older sister has been happily married for, 16 years now, No children, but chihuahuas, And, she's made a life for herself out there as well, where she lives. And I think we're happily married. It's been almost 11 years and three wonderful children. And while the job situation isn't wonderful, we make a good life for ourselves, and we're taking the steps towards a better life, with a new house and a new beginning, and we're all looking forward to it. So, number one, the love that she, instilled in us, I guess, is really what it is. I guess I didn't give this one much thought, but I'm going to do it anyway. Number two, her support, which is different than love. You can love someone and not support what they're doing. She's always been really supportive of, oh, I want to, audition for a play, or, I'm going to be in this, that, and the other thing. And, my younger sister, and my older sister are each, going on their own paths. My mother's always been very supportive. In fact, even to the extent that neither me nor my sisters are on the same religious path that we were raised in. We were raised in a Lutheran church, and none of us are Lutheran now. My older sister, she's a yoga practitioner, and I would say that is her spirituality right there. Is in the yoga tradition. I'm in a family of pagans, and my sons are Methodist. So even if I do go to church, it's not a Lutheran church. And my younger sister married Episcopalian, which is and her faith there is very important to her too. And that's just it, While we didn't stay on the same path, we're serious about the ones we're on, so my mother supports it. If she doesn't support things, it makes sense in hindsight. When I told her that my first wife and I were expecting our second child, she actually said, and I quote, "Oh no." And that I mean, obviously that hurt. I was all excited, but I can see it now. I mean, not just the fact that I'm no longer with the mother, but we were so financially strapped. We were living with my in-laws, and with a 3-year-old trying to manage school and not really having a lot of solid job things going on. So, oh no, might have been the right response. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, she's very supportive of you know of my sons now, and my daughter too. I mean, they were over the moon when they found out that we were having a girl. I mean, I was scared to tell them because that oh no just sat with me. But it's like, wait a sec. They know I'm happy with this wife. They know that the job situation is more sound, if not perfect, but better. So, when I told them, they were in Vegas at the time. My mom and dad were vacationing in Vegas, and I told them, I was like, we're gonna have a baby. Yay, yay! Oh, well, that's a good thing. Great, okay, you know. So that's what happened there. And they were very excited when they found out it was a girl. Their first granddaughter. So that's number 2 is my mother's support. Um, and number 3 is kind of a major combination of the love and support um, in a very specific way. In that for about 3 years, my mom and my dad raised my sons. I kind of touched on that briefly once before, but I don't think I've ever thanked her enough for that. My wife and I had split a year prior, and when I left, I moved in with my folks. Um, and the boys would come over and visitation and stuff like that, and it was clear that mom was so caught up with, she was still in school, she was still in college, and I was just trying to struggle day to day. I don't know if I was dealing with depression or what, but I was not a good dad. It's as simple as that. And so my parents just kind of took it upon themselves. They knew the environment that the kids were living in was not it wasn't that great. It was dirty. It was it was tough to keep up. They had just my ex-wife had just lost her mother not that long prior, so maybe some depression was in there as well. Um, my parents took the offer to take care of the kids. I had to move out. um, too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing, and let my parents handle it on their own, and I let them. I mean, I wasn't in any shape to take care of those boys. I loved them to pieces, but I couldn't take care of them. And I think that was the case with their mom too. She loved them, she just couldn't take care of them. She wanted to finish school. She wanted to finish school at a reasonable time. So it's a matter of figuring all that out. I So thank you, Mom, for helping mold my sons into the fascinating young men that they are now, and will continue to be. I just know it. Um, so 3 things I'm grateful for regarding my mother, who I love dearly. I'm so glad I got to see on Mother's Day. We took her to brunch. And if you're watching this, Mom, I hope things are going well, and I hope I'll probably stop by this weekend just to see how you're doing. I love you. And if you're not my mom and you're watching this, I love you as well. And I hope that, I hope that you got to spend some time with your mom in the last week, if not exactly on Mother's Day. And if that wasn't in the cards, I hope she holds a place in your heart. And I hope the people that you love hold a place in your heart. Hang on to them. So, find your gratitude, find your positivity, I hope you can. So, weekend's coming up. I'm sure you'll have opportunities. Namaste and blessed be. Have a great day.